Hi, I'm Emery Marsh, and my presentation today is about the plastic pollution epidemic and how and why we should stop it. When you look around, you can't miss the amount of disposable plastic containers for sale. Although these products are very convenient for everyday use, they pose an imminent threat to our environment. Sooner rather than later, we need to make a decision. A decision to reduce the amount of plastics used to reduce the plastic pollution in our environments. 4 steps of ways we can stop this, but first we have to do statistics. According to Condor Ferries, 100 million marine animals die every year due to plastic pollution in our environments, in our seas. The largest trash site is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is twice the surface area of Texas, which is huge, and it is in the middle of the ocean. 300 million tons of plastic is used yearly, and 50% of it is single-use only. So that means 50% of that 300 tons only gets used once and usually ends up either in landfills or in oceans. According to Plastic Oceans, since so many fish ingest plastic, it is expected that a human will consume over 40 pounds of plastic in their lifetime. This is because if you consume the fish and they have the plastic in their guts or in their digestive systems, we will more than likely ingest it ourselves. How to change. Number one way to begin reducing the amount of plastic in the environment is recycling. It's a very easy process. You can either take your trash to recycling bins or take it to recycling plants in your area. Avoid using products containing microbeads. These products include like body washes, shampoo with the little tiny plastic beads, and everyday use products. Support organizations that address and fight plastic pollution. According to ocean societies, one of the best ways to fight pollution is to spread the word. Stay informed and tell people you know ways to fight plastic pollution, which are ways that I've just listed here. If there isn't a change. If there is no change, extinction is one of the main problems that will begin to arise if we do not reduce the amount of plastics in our lives. Fish, seabirds, and other marine life are all affected by plastic. If plastic ends up in the ocean, it's more than likely that a fish, a sea turtle, or anything will mistake it as a jellyfish or mistake it as food and ingest it, and it could potentially be life-threatening to all of these animals. According to TPSG procurement, at the current rate, plastic will outweigh all of the fish in the sea by 2050. That is terrible because how large our seas are and how many fish there actually are, that is insane, the amount of plastic that could be put into our oceans just because of our negligence and unable to recycle the amount of plastics that we create. But all hope is not lost. We can still be the difference, and we can still make a change. The difference we can make, according to Go Pure, if we wean off the use of plastic, we can reduce the amount of pollution tremendously. One step is to use reusable water bottles. Reusable water bottles are amazing. You can carry it around in your purse, your backpack, anywhere. And so many places nowadays have little places where you can fill up your reusable water bottles. And this is so much easier because you don't have to find a trash can whenever you're done using your water. Or you don't have to buy another one because that's such a waste of money. If you have a reusable water bottle, you can just go find anywhere that can refill water, and you have water all the time. Second way is to recycle. Recycling, again, is very easy. My roommate and I have done it many times. We put all of our aluminum cans, we put all of our plastic water bottles, we put them in grocery bags or wherever, and we take it to our local recycling plant, and they recycle it for you. All you have to do is drop it off at the plant. Also, many places, many cities have recycling bins. They already have them labeled, paper, plastic, everything else, and it's really easy to go ahead and drop your plastics and drop your other recyclable goods in these recycling bins. The last thing is consumers have a lot of control over plastic industry. If no one's buying plastic products, plastic products will decline in manufacturing. So we can make the difference by stopping buying plastic, everyday single-use plastics, and reduce the creation of these plastics. If we get water bottles and we reuse them, we recycle them, but we start using reusable water bottles, that means that water bottle companies have to reduce their supply. For the good of the earth and the good of our own lives, we need to make the decision to reduce the amount of disposable plastics so we can reduce the amount of pollution on this earth. One good way to remember this is reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce the amount of plastics you use in your everyday life, reuse the amount of plastics you do buy, and recycle any other plastics that you are done with and done reusing. We can be the problem or we can be the solution. It's up to you. The choice is in your hands. Do we want this country to flourish for many years to come, or do we want to be the demise because we were so greedy and decided to use plastics that harm our environment? The choice is yours. Thank you.